Hey guys, it's Michael. Welcome back to Michael in the Morning. Today is Thursday, October 29th, 2020, and this is your second stimulus check and second stimulus package update. I have a lot of important information to go over, so in today's video, I'm first going to go over how House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said on Wednesday that the stock market slide could push President Donald Trump to seek a large second stimulus rescue package, given the importance he always places on the stock market. She said how hopefully now he will come back to the table in a serious way to crush the virus. After that, we're going to go over how some states are starting to send out their own stimulus checks, and you may be eligible to receive stimulus from your state government. So we're going to go over a couple of states that are sending out money and how to check to see if you are eligible to receive money from your state. And finally, at the end of the video, we're going to go over how House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said on Wednesday in an interview that the second stimulus relief plan she has been discussing with the White House could morph and change after the election because they don't have any formal agreement yet before the election, and because of shifting incentives for both parties after the election. Right now, they're both motivated to get a bill passed because of the election, but afterwards, there won't be that same motivation in place. We're gonna go over all of this and more, but before we get started, it would really mean a lot if you could like the video down below and subscribe to my channel. It's completely free to do so. And also don't forget to get your 2 free stocks valued up to $1,600 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below. So, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said on Wednesday that the stock market slide could push President Donald Trump to seek a large economic rescue package, given the importance he always places on the stock market and stocks doing well. In an interview on MSNBC, Pelosi said yesterday on Wednesday that ultimately what the president cares a lot about is the stock market, and that he is very affected by the stock market doing poorly or doing well. She said that as he sees the market react to the spread of the virus, and he sees the market react to the fact that they don't have an agreement yet on the second stimulus package, which could inject resources into the economy, hopefully now Trump will come back to the table in a serious way to crush the virus. She explained how stocks have tanked in recent days. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is down about 6% in the last 5 days, and the S&P 500 is down about 5%. In addition to this, yesterday on Wednesday was the worst day for the stock market since June. And being right before the election, this isn't good for President Trump, so she said he may come back and want to get a large bill passed even sooner because better numbers in the stock market is something he likes, and it ultimately would just help him in how the public sees him. So Pelosi explained how without a massive intervention from both Congress and the Federal Reserve, the stock market is likely going to falter in the short term. And since President Trump judges how he is doing and how the economy is doing based on the stock market, she explains that now he may come back to the table sooner. Next up is, in addition to this, I want to point out that some states are starting to send out their own stimulus checks, and you may be eligible to receive stimulus from your state government. Colorado governor announced on Wednesday that an estimated 435,000 qualifying Coloradans will soon receive a one-time stimulus check of $375. In addition to Colorado, other states have started to do the same thing and are talking about sending out support, and some states are already doing this as well. So make sure to look up what your state and local government are doing to see if you could qualify for a one-time direct stimulus check from your state government. Next up is House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said Wednesday that the second stimulus package that she and Mnuchin have been discussing could morph and change after the election. In an interview on Wednesday, she explained how since they don't have any formal agreement before the election, and because of shifting incentives for both parties after the election, she believes the stimulus package will look very different than what it does right now. Nancy Pelosi goes on to say that there's very little they have a commitment on right now from the Republicans and from the White House, even though they have been narrowing their differences. She says they don't have any set commitments on what definitely will be in it. The speaker last spoke with Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin on Monday, and the two have been discussing a roughly $2 trillion stimulus package, but have yet to finalize all of the details. They're still very divided on money for state and local governments, on a testing plan, on whether or not to include protections for small businesses. However, on the other hand, some aspects they have agreed to are things like enhanced unemployment benefits, either at $300 per week or $400 per week. And also they are definitely going to include a direct stimulus check, which is $1,200 per adult and $1,000 per dependent. And finally, ultimately, Pelosi explained how even though President Trump has repeatedly said that he would like to pass more stimulus relief, including a second round of direct stimulus checks to Americans, any deal this year would need to make it through the Republican-controlled Senate, where GOP lawmakers are divided on how much they want to spend, and some of them don't want to spend anything at all. She explains how once the new Congress and president take over in January, that could all change depending on who wins the election, but we won't know until after Election Day. She explains how if Democrats take control of the Senate and the White House, then a much larger bill could pass. But ultimately, she explained how right now, with Republicans controlling the Senate, they don't want to pass a large bill, so it's going to be a challenge either way to get a bill passed them. She goes on to say that what Steven Mnuchin and she have agreed upon, how they would go forward, is not necessarily what Republican senators would vote on. She explained how Mnuchin and her have been talking about a $2 trillion bill. However, Republicans in the Senate have said they won't pass that much money. They don't want to spend that much. She explained how that will ultimately be up to the president to convince them that the agreement that Nancy Pelosi and Steven Mnuchin have on the second stimulus package will be honored by Republicans in the Senate, and hopefully they will pass it to help the American people. So anyways, that's just a quick update on what's going on with the second stimulus check and second stimulus package as of Thursday, October 29th, 2020. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to get your 2 free stocks valued up to $1,600 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.